I am making birria, and I'm going to take you step by step. Birria tacos. And I'm going to take you step by step on my recipe, the way I make it. Okay?
Yeah, where it is.
Okay, now I have this. I'm gonna pan sear my roast. That's what I have this for. And I'm also gonna pan sear. I have some short ribs.
Oh man. I swear that ball did what he wanted to.
Roast. I put the short ribs and the pot roast in a pan so that they can just sear off. I sear them, get them brown on both sides. Okay, that got the flip on it. Starting to brown. Yes, sir. And the browning is literally just for another layer of flavor. It's not necessary. Now you take the beef out. Some people probably do it where they, but this is my way. Okay, guys, now I have these, I don't want to butcher them. It's called Ancheto chilies. They're these. They're more on the sweeter side. So you take some of those. Make sure you take the seeds out of all the chilies. I'm going to use about 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use about 8, 7, 8. 8 come in the pack. I'm going to break them all open. I'm going to de-seed them. I also have the guajillo chilies. And I'm going to use about 5 of those. They look like this. I'm going to bust those open. Well, cut those open, should I say. And clean the seeds out. And I'll be back. I took all the peppers out. I'm pretty sure with any peppers, the more seeds in, the spicier it gets. I think everybody probably knows that part. So, and with these chilies, most of the seeds are like at the top. So I feel like if you cut the stem, it was really hard to cut too. They're tough. So just kind of like, you're not even going to be able to cut the stem because they are tough. So just slice down the middle. That's what I did. I just slice it down the middle. And then you can just dig out the seeds. These are the same type of concept. These are the guajillo chilies. Just like the others, you're not going to be able to cut the stem off unless you're using like a cutting board, but I'm just using my hand. So just, and be careful. If you're not using a cutting board, I recommend to use a cutting board and there you see it again. Just de-seed these. I'm going to get all these peppers de-seeded and I'll be back. Back. Now that we got the meat seared, we got all the peppers sliced open and this de-seeded. We're going to take the tomatoes and onions that we had, and we're gonna start to sear everything off. We're gonna add the peppers. And we're gonna get it to where it's nice and it'll start to make liquid, get liquidy. We'll add some ground cumin. Okay guys, I'm back. So we got those peppers and those onions in there. And to this, we're gonna add, tomatoes. To this, I'm gonna add 1 chicken bouillon. Some people use liquid, thicker. It's up to you how you want to salt it. I'm gonna use some ground allspice, just for flavor. This is flavoring. I'm gonna use onion powder. I'm gonna use some cumin. And I'm gonna use ground cinnamon. You can use cinnamon sticks if you'd like. We're gonna use some paprika. Get that all in there. So in the pot, I put allspice, ground allspice, paprika, onion powder, black pepper, paprika. As I said before, I use ground cinnamon. You can use whatever you'd like. You can use the sticks or the ground, because when we're finished with this, we are going to take it to the blender and blend it all up. You can use whole garlic cloves. I already have minced garlic. The job's done. Mix it all together. Look at that. You guys, it's starting to smell so good up in here. We got everything starting to get married in that pot. To be continued. Oh, you guys know I got my helpers. So we're gonna take and put the peppers and onions and all the good seasoning with the garlic and the tomatoes inside the blender bottom. That's what he's filling it up in there. We're gonna keep all them goodies in the bottom of that pan. And we're gonna use that bottom of that to start our consomme. So yep, getting it in there, see? And all them seasonings, all that flavor, y'all. It is packed with flavor. Got a couple little left tomatoes flying in there. We're gonna get those in there. And then we're gonna add some water, some bouillon. We'll bring this to a boil. We'll blend this up and we'll be back. Oh, look at that. That consomme started. I put more bouillon cubes, a half of one inside. Put those short ribs and that roast. I think it's pretty much your choice of beef, but those bones add flavor. So that's why we use the meat with the bones in it. These have the spice to them, so watch how you put it in there. It sucks that you have to buy the whole jar, because you really just need like 1 or 2, because they have good spice. And if you don't, and you can quickly overspice your food with one of those. So all you need is one. You don't want it to be super hot. It should have a mild taste to it. Now we got that consomme going. It's going great. And we're gonna pour in this sauce after we blend that one adobo up. Of that chili. I'll be back. Blend that up. Now I'm gonna take the mixings from the blender and pour it all in. Make sure you rinse your blender and get everything out. Oh my gosh, you guys. So far, so good. We're just doing a check. We got about 2 hours to go. Gotta get that beef nice and tender and juicy. You guys, that roast falling apart. Remove the meat. When you remove the meat, get all the gristle and bone from the spare ribs. I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. You guys, that roast falling apart. Remove the meat. When you remove the meat, get all the gristle and bone from the spare ribs. I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. So there, I took the meat out and I shredded it up, put it in a bowl and shred it up. Then you have the juice left over there, the consommé. You guys, it's loaded. It's got all kinds of goodies in it. Look at that. It's got meat, leftover meat. It's got all those peppers and so there's that. Now I got the onions and queso, onions, cilantro, oh, mozzarella, onions. Dip it in there. Don't burn yourself. And wait for it to cool off. Oops. Get that in there. Get the tortilla in there. Don't record it. My hand. Get you some beef. You don't need much because the shells are not very big. Just enough for that side. You add a little mozzarella. You can put the mozzarella down first and then the beef. That's up to you. The order that you do it in. Totally up to you. You add a little more consommé onto that. Make sure your skillet's nice and hot. Red onions. Cilantro. Whatever utensil you choose to flip with. You let that cook a little bit so it gets harder. And you can use some consommé in the pan itself so that it helps because it has oil in it. So it'll help everything flip. Over. Get that ready. Give it one more flip. Y'all, look at that. Let that get nice and crunchy or up to wherever you're liking. I like mine to have a little crunch on the edges. I like that mozzarella to melt real good. Get a little brown on each side. Look at that. And you got your burrito. Look at this, y'all. That's the ending results. It looks so great. Came out good. There's that consommé. It got all them goodies in it. Meat, cilantro, onions. Make sure it cools off enough for you to stick your hands in there. For you to dip the tacos.